After the somersaults, he returned to Huaguo Mountain. The monkeys gathered around, expressing how much they missed their king. Hearing 100 years made Monkey King feel nostalgic. I must let the kids taste some heavenly treats. After 2 somersaults, he flipped back to heaven, packed up the goodies from the jade pool, and distributed them among the monkeys. With all this commotion, the Jade Emperor was frantic. The Queen Mother reported that someone had cleared the peach banquet. Then, Grand Master came saying someone had taken all the elixirs. Finally, Barefoot Immortal ran in claiming he had been tricked. All these incidents pointed to one culprit, a monkey. Enraged, the Jade Emperor immediately ordered the 4 heavenly kings, along with Li Jing and Nojia, to mobilize the 28 constellations, 12 yuan stars, and various celestial officials. They gathered 100,000 heavenly soldiers to send and capture Sun Wukong at Huaguo Mountain. At that moment, Sun Wukong was drinking with the 70 cave monster kings. Hearing about the heavenly soldiers' arrival, he simply said, "Let's enjoy our drinks today, regardless of what happens outside." As soon as he finished speaking, there were loud bangs outside the water curtain cave. Sun Wukong jumped up and cursed, "These lousy gods! I wasn't going to bother with them, but now they dare come to bully me. Boys, clear the way." This time, Sun Wukong was truly furious. No more jokes. He grabbed a handful of his hair, chewed it up, and instantly created tens of thousands of himself, all wielding golden cudgels. In no time, he defeated Nojia, the 4 heavenly kings, and even Li Jing. With one side victorious and the other defeated, both armies retreated to their camps. At this moment, a bodhisattva arrived in the heavenly court, invited to attend the peach banquet. It was none other than Guanyin Bodhisattva. Upon arrival, she learned the whole story from various gods. She then turned to the Jade Emperor, clasped her hands together, and said, "Your Majesty, I recommend a deity, your nephew, the true Lord Arlong. However, he may not respond to imperial commands. If your Majesty issues an official decree, Arlong will surely capture the Monkey King." Thus, the Jade Emperor issued the decree, summoning Erlang Shenhe. Erlang received the order and headed to Huaguo Mountain with his Meishan brothers. Upon seeing them, the Monkey King laughed. "I recall when the Jade Emperor's sister descended to the mortal realm in Burasan. Was it you who once split Peach Mountain with an axe? I might strike you with my golden cudgel, but it's a pity for your life. Begone, youngster." Erlang Shenhe was instantly provoked and the battle began. This was an extraordinary fight. Both sides were evenly matched. Erlang, with his indomitable spirit, faced the Monkey King, who wielded his golden cudgel like a flying dragon. With each strike, the battle intensified. The golden cudgel's power was unmatched, and the 2 combatants soared and transformed, neither gaining an upper hand. After 300 rounds, the fight was still at a stalemate, with no victor in sight. Erlang Shenhe unleashed his divine power, growing to a towering height with a fierce. He swung his weapon viciously at the Monkey King's head. But the Monkey King used his own magic, matching Erlang's size and appearance, and raised his golden cudgel to block the attack. During the battle, the Monkey King spotted some frightened monkeys scattering and panicked. He quickly stashed his golden staff and transformed into a sparrow flying back. Seeing this, Erlang Shenhe turned into an eagle to chase him. The Monkey King immediately dove into the water, disappearing from sight. Erlang Shenhe thought if he's in the water, he must be a fish. And indeed, the Monkey King had transformed into a fish. As the Monkey King swam, he suddenly spotted a bird that looked like Erlang Shenhe with green feathers and no red legs. He quickly turned away. Erlang Shenhe noticed a fish swimming away. Its tail wasn't red, resembling a carp, and it had no stars on its head. Believing it to be the Monkey King, he dove down to catch it. In a moment of chaos, Erlang and the monkey transformed rapidly, countering each other. Seizing the opportunity, the Monkey King darted into the mountains and transformed into a temple. His mouth became the temple door, his teeth the door panels, his tongue the deity, and his eyes the windows, while his tail turned into a flagpole. Erlang Shenhe arrived and exclaimed, "What kind of temple has a flagpole?" He then shouted, "You want me to walk in and bite you? I'll smash the windows and kick the doors." The Monkey King, hearing this, felt pain in his teeth and eyes, and immediately vanished. At that moment, Li Jing shouted from the clouds, "Erlang Shenhe, hurry to the river mouth. I see him in my demon revealing mirror." As soon as he spoke, Erlang Shenhe rushed to the river mouth, where there was a temple, his family's shrine. Upon entering, He saw that the statue Her Langshan had transformed into a monkey. Her Langshan remained silent and immediately attacked. The two fought while arguing, making their way back to Huaguo Mountain. Meanwhile, the heavenly officials grew anxious about Erlangshan's delay and rushed to the south gate to check. Grandmaster rolled up his sleeves and declared, "This weapon can catch anything." He then threw the ring down at the monkey. While the Monkey King was battling 7 foes, he stumbled and fell, unable to dodge the attack. Erlangshan trudged forward, joined by the Heavenly Hound. The other gods rushed in, pinning the Monkey King down and using a hook to bind his scapula, preventing him from transforming again. The Jade Emperor was overjoyed and ordered the execution of the Monkey King at the Demon Slayer platform. However, he soon realized that the Monkey King, having consumed Grandmaster's golden elixir, was invulnerable to weapons. In need of a solution, Grandmaster suggested tossing the Monkey King into his 8 trigrams furnace to burn him to elixir, and the Jade Emperor agreed. After 49 days in the furnace, the Grandmaster decided it was time to check on the golden elixirs. As he opened the furnace, out came a furry hand. It was the Monkey King. Covering his eyes, he blinked, and a dazzling light shone forth. The furnace had 8 openings, aligned with the 8 trigrams, and the Monkey King had been placed in the wind vent, where wind but no fire flowed. The smoke, however, had irritated his eyes, turned him fire eyes golden gaze. Bursting out of the furnace, the Monkey King, fueled by his pent-up fury, kicked over the 8 trigrams furnace and charged and straight to the Hall of Heavenly Kings. The 9 luminaries shut their doors, and the 4 Heavenly Kings vanished. Panicked, the Jade Emperor ordered to seek help from the 4 Heavenly Kings vanished.